My name is Brother Luther Hutchinson. I'm the junior warden here at Burning Bush Lodge number 224. I had some exposure to Masonry to be able to make a decision before I actually made the decision to become a Mason. But you hear the negative things, you know that you have to take a leap of faith because you're not going to know before you become a Mason what it really is all about. So I had to do my own research to be able to feel that I was making a good decision. And as I as I was exposed to more Masons, seeing my uncle, seeing my father-in-law, seeing past Master Sutton, seeing those good men let me know that, you have a fraternity that's been around as long as it has. And then seeing these good men who's been in it a long time, who are very upstanding men, family men, good men, I was able to make that decision. If a brother approached me about Masonry and was hesitant, I had that similar story. So the first thing I would do to try and dispel those rumors is to tell them what the criteria is. You have to be a man freeborn of lawful age, at least 21, and well recommended. Then you have to have a belief in God. To me, the initiation in Masonry is you have brothers who has made the decision to become Masons. And what the initiation, in my opinion, does is it gives them some exposure of what the expectations are. It gives them a little bit of the knowledge or the light as far as the ritual, some of the secrets, just the way that we conduct business, and lets them know, again, let them feel or experience the expectations to know what they're getting into before they actually commit themselves for that journey. To me, Freemasonry makes a good man better, and I tell the candidates this all the time when I go on investigations. Everything that we do as Masons, you can do as individuals. You can do in other organizations. You can do just as in a private organization, a private fraternity. But when you say that I'm going to take an obligation, I'm going to accept my charge, I'm going to abide by the 25 landmarks, I'm going to use the working tools to self-improve, make myself better as I serve my community. I'm going to respect my brother and support my brother and be there for my brother. And I'm going to do this consistently. We meet twice a month. It's not something that you can dive in and just go half-ass with it. You have to commit yourself fully to this thing. And that's how good men become better, because they're in it for the long haul, and they make that extra sacrifice with this commitment. Freemasonry gives back to the community first and foremost with making good men better. When you have strong, upstanding men who constantly self-improve, you're making good fathers, more patient fathers, more involved fathers, more active persons in the community. And so you're able to lead by example, as well as giving back. And then you couple that with our mission to be able, that hope, faith, and charity, brotherly love, relief, and truth, to be able to think outside the box and do things above and beyond expectations as far as what we give, what we contribute when there's an incident, where there's a tornado, a disaster, anything that may be going on. So above and beyond the normal things that we do, the scholarship funds, the holidays, the food baskets, the toy drives, we make sure that we answer the call when there's a severe need or a disaster. My most memorable Masonic moment, and I heard this earlier, brother brought up the St. John's Day. My first St. John's Day was in 19 or 2020, and it was when we were newly raised, and seeing all the brothers with the regalia, fellowshipping together, making sure that you are dressed right, you're not, everything is in order, that you're following the rituals right, that you're carrying yourself right. The Eastern Stars who are there, you understand that this is your brother's wives and daughters, and part of that obligation and that charge is making sure that you respect that in those boundaries, and just being able to fellowship and learn, and it was probably 200 Masons at that event, all ages, all ranks, all different places in this travel, but just being able to fellowship together and have a good time in the name of Masonry. Masonry has had an impact on my spiritual and religious life in a big way, because when you you say that you have to believe in a higher power, and when you believe in a creator, you have to believe that creator has a purpose for you. And so when you study to show yourself approved, when you dive into Masonry, what the expectations are, the Bible scriptures, the obligation, the charge, all those things that I talked about before, when you dive into those things, you come to the conclusion that this has to be related to that purpose that God has for me. And so it's made me a more committed Christian. I happen to be a Christian, and that is a walk that has been a struggle for me. I was ashamed to call myself a Christian before, but when you dive in, when you look for that purpose, when you ride this Masonry thing to the fullest, you can't help but relate that to what God's purpose is, and Christianity is something that I just believe in my heart that is related to that purpose that God has for me.